Okay, Marty. Well, this is the next video. I tell you, my phone rings off the hook. There's so much stuff happening here. It's just absolutely incredible. Uh, I never ever in the world imagined how strong it is, even though I'm a Colombiano. The fact that I am so American at the same time in my accent and everything, you have no idea how it's opening up doors here. I mean, people want to know who I am. I have doctors, engineers, genealogists calling me, people. Let me tell you something. The orphanage is going to open. I'm so excited about that. That's my gift to Yeshua al-Mashiach. That orphanage is going to open, but so much more is opening. We're opening up a clinic in possibly 2 or 3 places, okay? And this clinic is going to do a special therapy from the Orient that I'm bringing to Colombia, and it's in the United States now that is absolutely does miracles, so to speak. And I got doctors that want to open up therapy centers here and all that. It's just so much stuff going on here. It's mind blowing. You know, the floodgates. My life is being restored. My joy has come back. And so let me share with you where I was. And I was going to talk about in relation to the stuff. You know, when I got the divorce papers that night, that your James Williamson put together and that you signed under oath, certifying that I was going to molest Katia, that I was going to molest Isaac, that I was going to molest Christian. I don't know. You know, I just at times I say to myself, who in the hell did I marry? Who in the hell did I marry? You know, this reminds me, your brother, Gongi, George. You know, when this divorce was getting ready to get started, he told me something. This was before I got the divorce papers. Your brother told me something. I mentioned it to you before, and he said, when my sister Marisol goes into that courtroom, she is going to throw the Bible in the trash can. She's going to shit on it. She's going to forget it. It doesn't mean anything. And I told him, you know what the funny part about it is, see, I still believed in you. I told him, no way. I said, Marisol's integrity, her credibility, her word, her belief in, well, this Jesus Christ, well, Yeshua, I won't say Jesus Christ, is such, there's no way she's going to do that. She'd have to sell her soul. And he told me. She said, James, I got so many friends at American Airlines, Christians. Their wives, Christians, they've been Christians 15 years, whatever, and their wives have destroyed them in the courts. They threw the Bible away. And he said, Marisol's no different. You know, I told him that there's no way. I actually stood up for you. God, man. Was I a fool or what? My goodness, your brother, I think that was a prophecy. He told me ahead of time. He warned me what was coming. But anyway, the night that I got the divorce papers, I remember Monday, I think it was November 21st. I'd have to look in the account, but I think it was November 21st at 9:02 p.m. And I read them. I hit the roof. You might remember, you got a call from me in relation to that. And you declared that you didn't know what was in the papers. And I said, well, how in the world can you not know? You signed it under oath with a notary, that everything in there was true. And now you're telling me you didn't read them? One of the most crucial papers in a person's life, kind of like buying a house or even getting married, and you didn't read them? He said, no. James Williamson, he put all these papers in front of me and told me to sign, and I didn't read nothing. I just signed. But you know what? You lied. You knew exactly what was in those papers, because in the courtroom, I asked you the question, did you or did you not read those documents before? And you said, yes, you did. So, you know, Marisol, you lied everywhere. I mean, I will say one thing. There's one place in the court that I always remember, and you told the truth. And you were talking about how I was, that I was this and I was that, and this is the way I was, and this is the way I was, and I was like that, and I was like this, and this, that. And I asked you, and I said to you, well, Marisol, you described me, okay? And I said, well, Marisol, wasn't that the way that I was before we got married? And you said yes. And I said, so you knew what you were marrying. I didn't hide anything from you. You agreed to marry the package you saw. Now, see, that's very important to understand that because you knew what you were getting. I was real. I was transparent. Now, you know what? I did not know what I was getting. That's why I say that you, and I'm going to say it with your father, okay? You defrauded me. You put a con on me. Like Ian said, all I was to you was a sperm donor. Unbelievable. I mean, like I said, sometimes out of the mouth of an ass, the Lord, I mean, not the Lord, Yeshua speaks. And in this that Ian wrote, he's right on target. That's exactly what you were looking for, a sperm donor. Nothing more. Now, Ian says here, now you're all alone. How does it feel? Okay. Has your so-called truth helped you at all? Let me tell you, I'm going to answer that. Number one is I'm not alone. Let me tell you, I got so many friends here. It's mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing what's happening here. Not alone. What I do feel in relation to is the empty 3 holes that are in my heart. And each hole has a name, Katya, Isaac, and Christian. That does not go away. And even though I'm happier than I've ever been in my life, I still have 3 holes, Katya, Isaac, and Christian, that are in my heart. Okay? So, yeah, that doesn't happen. Now, let's see. Okay, run away. I've already explained about having to run away to Colombia. Yeah, I had to. There's no question about it. Liquid manure, let me tell you what that liquid manure does. That liquid manure is a nanotechnology solution that absolutely does incredible things to rice, mangoes. They grow larger, juicier. Instead of 50 or 60 mangoes a tree, they're getting 200 mangoes. I mean, it's just so much, man. Listen, I'll sell that liquid manure all day long, but there's more important things right now. So we go from there. There's okay, and I see this is the important part. This is where Ian is just like you. He says here. Okay, I'm going to have to turn the cell phone off because it keeps going on. I got people contacting me, and I can't do that. I got this guy. Okay, and he says in here, let's see what he says. Yeah, you cannot do anything now, James, other than spill out more lies. Okay, well, see, this is what you do also. Okay, you went into the courtroom to change our children's names to perform an abomination before Yahuwah. That's what it was. Unbelievable. But anyway, and see, all you say is all the videos that James did, lies, lies, lies. And Ian's the same way. He's just like you. Lies, lies, liars. You and him, okay? But now I ask you, why don't you take those videos and every statement I make, tell me where the lie is, Marisol. Tell me, since Ian's going to get this too down the road here, tell me what the lie is, Ian. It's so easy to just say everything's a lie, everything's a lie. You know, the communists are doing that in the United States right now to attack the American patriots, the Tea Party movement, and all that. They're just saying they're liars, they're liars. But you know, you ask them to debate it. Show me the lie. Yeah, show me the lie, Ian. If it's a lie, definitely not intentional. I'll make sure and I'll clarify as I stated before. Okay, that I will do. Okay, so show me the lie, because it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's so easy to say lies, 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 you know, but back up your lie that what I'm saying is a lie. Are you willing to put your eternity, Ian and Marisol, on the line by making this declaration as I have made, and I'll make again, that I, before Yeshua al-Mashiach, my Savior, the true Savior, not this Jesus Christ of the past, I denounced him, okay? I declare under the scriptures of Revelation 22:9 that if I proclaim a lie intentionally, knowing that it's a lie, that I be damned into eternity in the second death into the lake of fire with Shaitan. Now, why don't you do that, Ian? Why don't you make that declaration? And you too, Marisol, why don't you make that declaration to our children, that if the things that you have spoken about concerning their father, that if what you have done and said is a lie, is a false accusation, that you agree to be damned in for eternity on the second death into the lake of fire with Shaitan. Why don't you do